Hello dear students, welcome to Konar classes. Now in this class what we are going to do, we are going to solve a few questions on binomial theorem. These are the very basic questions, fundamental questions. So please work with me, okay, and you also do as I am doing, okay. So then only the learning will be complete. So the first question I am taking from my notebook, okay. So the question is expand x square plus 3 by x complete power 4 where x is not equal to 0. Obviously x is not equal to 0, because if x is equal to 0, then this term 3 by x will not be defined, because something by 0. Now how to approach this question, dear students? Okay, so let's look at it. So we need to perform this binomial expansion here. So x square plus 3 by x power 4. Okay, so what is the formula? Formula is that 4c0. I am writing in elaborate manner. It is x square power 4 into 3 by x power 0, correct, plus 4c1 into x square power 3 into 3 by x power 1 plus 4c2 into x square power 2 into 3 by x square power 2 plus 4c3 into x square power 1, okay, into 3 by x power 3 plus 4c4 into x square power 0 into 3 by x power 4, correct. Now how we get this formula? So that I have discussed in the previous session in details, but I can write down this formula so that you can exactly map that how this has been done. So what is the formula, dear students? If you recall that a plus b power n, that is equal to nc0 into a power n into b power 0 plus nc1 into a power n minus 1 into b power 1 plus nc2 into a power n minus 2 into b power 2. In that way it will continue till the last term, that is ncn into a power n minus n, that is 0 into b to the power n. So exactly in this specific example, the value of a is x square and the value of b is 3 by x and the value of n is 4, and we proceed with this one. Now we need to simplify it. This simplification is very straightforward algebraic simplification. So I am taking it from my notebook because we should not spend time in computing the value of this expression. Okay, so how we are going to get it? Okay, so this value will be here. So I am writing it here. The first one, it is x to the power 8. 4c0 is 1, x to the power 2 power 4 is x to the power 8 plus 4c1 we know, that is 4 into x to the power 6 into 3 by x obviously plus 4c2 value is 6 into x to the power 4 into 9 by x square, x to the power 4 into 9 by x square plus 4c3, the value of 4c3 is 4, so that is equal to 4 into x to the power 2, okay, into 3 to the power 3, that is 27 by x cube, 27 divided by x cube plus this term 4c4 is 1, x to the power 2 power x to the power 2 power 0 is 1 into 3 by x to the power 4, that is equal to 81. 3 to the power 4 is 81 divided by x to the power 4. Let me give a boundary here. Okay, so this is the value. Now if we simplify, then what we are going to get, this is equal to x to the power 8 plus 12x to the power 5 plus we get 54 into x square. 6 into 9 is 54, x to the power 4 by x square is x square. So 54x square plus we get 4 into 27, that is 108. X square by x cube is 1 by x, so 108 divided by x plus 81 divided by x to the power 4. This is the required expansion. Okay, dear students, so now let's proceed to the next question. Okay, so let me keep this formula, because this formula you need for next few days to remember. After that it will be very clear to you, and you can tell this formula at any time. Now let's go to the next question. Question number 2. Okay, the question number 2 here is that, let me write the question from my notebook, is that compute compute 98 to the power 5. Okay, how to perform this one, dear students? So 98 to the power 5, one way to do is that 98 into 98 into 98 into 98 into 98, that will be time consuming process. Okay, so and also not using the binomial theorem. So how we can write, dear students, is that 98 to the power 5, that we can write that 100 minus 2 power 5. Correct? Now 100 minus 2 power 5, that we can bring to a formula, if you recall, that we have done. In fact, we can use this formula also. So that will be what? We can write 100 plus minus 2 power 5. So if you apply into this formula, we get the value of a as 100, value of b is minus 2, and value of n is 5. Correct? So now let's expand. So what we get? It is 5c0 into 100 to the power 5 into minus 2 to the power 0 is 1 plus nc1, sorry, here it will be not nc1, it is n is equal to 5, that is 5c1. So what we get it here is that 5c1, just applying this one, a to the power 5 minus 1, a is 100, 100 to the power 5 minus 1 is 4 into minus 2, correct, plus 5c2 into 100 to the power 3 into minus 2 whole square, correct, plus 5c3 into 100 to the power 2 into minus 2 to the power 3, correct, plus 5c4 into 100 to the power 1 into minus 2 to the power 4, plus 5c5 into 100 to the power 0 into minus 2 to the power 5, correct. Okay, now all it's required is to apply these values and compute it. So as I have done in the last question, so we should not spend time in computing these values. So let me take it from my notebook. You can do, this is very simple calculation. So 5c0 into 10 to the 100 to the power 5, so that is coming as 1, then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 1 2, so yeah, so then what we are getting is that minus this term, so this term will be minus 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, then this term will be plus 4 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, then this term, it will be minus 8 0 0 0 0 0. Then this term, okay, this term will be, it will be plus 8 0 0 0, and then finally this term, it will be minus 32. Now if we compute this one, this entire thing, if you compute the value, what you are going to get is this one. So if you compute this value, the value what you are going to get is this one, 9039 207 968. Okay, so this is the value. Okay, dear students, so now let's proceed to the next question. Okay, the next question, dear students, so let me write it down. The question number 3. Which is larger? Which is larger? 1.01 power, the number of zeros, let me write it down. 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 or 10,000. That you need to find which one between these two is larger. Okay, and here we need to take the help of binomial theorem to find it out. So let's find it out, dear students, that 1.01 power, it is actually 10 lakh. Okay, there are 6 zeros after 1. Okay, so how to find it out? That this we can write is that 1 plus 0.01 power 10 lakh. Correct. Now we need to expand this with respect to this formula, by using this formula, where A is 1, B is 0.01 and N is 10 lakh. Okay, so how to expand? So there will be how many terms? There will be 10 lakh 1 terms. Right. So but we don't need to expand this one, we don't need to go with all these 10 lakh 1 terms. Our here the question is not to expand that particular binomial expanse indices. Here our question is that to understand which one is larger, this one or this one, 10,000. So let's see. So how if we start expanding, so how it will be? It will be 10 lakh C0 into 1 to the power 10 lakh into 0.01 to the power 0 into 0.01 to the power 0, that is the first term, plus second term, that will be 10 lakh C1 into 1 to the power 10 lakh minus 1 correct, into 0.01 power 1, correct. The next term will be what? 10 lakh C2 into 1 to the power 10 lakh minus 2 into 0.01 power 2. Next term will be 10 lakh C3 1 to the power 10 lakh minus 3 into 0.01 power 3, and continue. But we are not going to expand it like this. But one thing we understood, whatever those values will be after the expansion, it is a positive term, right? So what we can write here is that after that what we are going to get, it is a positive term. Suppose we define that positive term as P. I repeat, dear students, once more, okay. So once we started expanding that 1 plus 0.01 power 10 lakh, so first we make the first term, that is 10 lakh C0 into 1 power 10 lakh into 0.01 power 0, plus 10 lakh C1 into 1 power 10 lakh minus 1 into 0.01 power 1, plus other terms, okay, but all those terms will be positive. Now those terms, if we add up and whatever we get, the positive term, we define this positive term as P. So this implies what, dear students? So if we find this value, 10 lakh C0 is 1, 1 into 1 power anything is 1, into 0.01 power 0 is 1. So finally we get this value as 1. Plus, now let's concentrate on the second term, 10 lakh C1, that means 10 lakh. So we will write 10 lakh into 1 power 10 lakh minus 1, 1 power anything is 1, so it is 1, into 0.01 power 1. So what we should write? Into 0.01 plus a positive term, correct. So now if we look at this, so what we are going to get, 1 plus 10 lakh into 0.01, so 0.01, so what we get is that 10,000, so 1 plus 10,000 plus a positive term, okay. Not to mention that obviously P is greater than 0, that you remember. So that implies what? Obviously this value of this expression is greater than 10,000, na? Okay, so we can say between these two, this one is larger, 1.01 power 10 lakh, that is larger than 10,000. I hope you got it. Now let's concentrate on the next question, okay. The question number 4. So the question number 4 is, let me write it down from the netbook. Using binomial theorem, prove that 6 to the power n minus 5n always leaves 6 to the power n minus 5n always leaves a remainder 1 when divided by when divided by 25. Okay, let's approach. What is most important is that how to approach this question. And whenever the question is mentioned that using binomial theorem, and what is that expression? 6 to the power n minus 5n. 6 to the power n minus 5n. Okay, let me write in this place. Okay, 6 to the power n minus 5n Sorry dear students. So let's see 6 to the power n minus 5n. When we see this thing, so what we can say is that 6 to the power n is, we can write that 1 plus 5 to the power n minus 5n. You may ask, sir, why you write 6 like 1 plus 5? Why you didn't write 6 as 2 plus 4 or 3 plus 3? Okay, the reason is that whenever we see the question is that it is 25, so it is better to express this in the power of 5. And power of 5 can only possible when we express 6 as 1 plus 5. That is the justification. And this kind of justification you should always ask to yourself as well. Whenever you are going to do any problem, that why I am going for this step, that question is very important. Answer to that question is very important. So now let's expand, dear students. So if you recall 1 plus x to the power n formula, that is first is nc0 into 1. So it is 1 plus, it is nc1 into 5 plus nc2 into 5 square plus nc3 into 5 cube, okay, plus nc4 into 5 to the power 4, and in that way it will continue till the last term, that is ncn into 5 to the power n, correct? So this is the expansion of 1 plus 5 to the power n. So I put it into the bracket. And after that whatever is there, minus 5n. So let me write minus 5n here. Clear so far? Now let's see what it is. So we get it here. This is equal to 1 plus nc1 is what, dear students? nc1 is n. So n into 5. So that become 5n. Plus, you see, nc2 into 5 square plus nc3 into 5 cube plus nc4 into 5 to the power 4 plus up to ncn into 5 to the power n. So whatever we see, dear students, in all these terms, that means if you look it from here till the last term, if you concentrate, what you see, dear students, that 5 to the power 2 is common, correct or not? So what you can do? So we can take that 5 to the power 2 common. 5 to the power 2 common we get. Then what we are going to get it here? nc2 plus nc3 into 5. In that way we will get all these terms. So let me write those terms, as a value. So let me take this value as x. 5 to the power 2 into x, correct? Let me repeat once more. What is x? Once we take 5 square common from this, all this item what is mentioned in the box, so then what we will get? nc2 plus nc3 into 5 plus nc4 into 5 square, okay? In that way up to ncn into 5 to the power n minus 2. So all this we have summed up, and whatever we get, we keep it as x. There is a reason why I am saying so. Minus 5n. Now this plus 5n and minus 5n will get cancelled. So then what we are going to write? So this is equal to, we write 5 square is 25, 25 into x plus 1. Okay. So now what we see, that 6 to the power n minus 5n is expressed as 25 into some number plus 1. Now you recall Euclid's division lemma, whatever you have studied in your class 10th standard. That means what? If this expression is divided by 25, we will get the remainder 1, right? That's what is said by the Euclid's division lemma. And also if you apply your just understanding of division, that we express 6 to the power n minus 5n as 25 into something plus 1, which is lesser than 25. Obviously, if we divide this expression by 25, we will get the remainder 1, and hence the proof of this statement using binomial theorem prove that 6 to the power n minus 5n always leaves remainder 1 when divided by 25, correct? We get the remainder here as 1, okay, when it is divided by 25. So we are done with the basic level of questions. Now what you need to do, you need to log into the online platform at konarclasses.com, okay? You can get the description of the features of this online test platform in the description section, Okay, procure one login, then appear for DPP, that is known as the daily practice problem. After that you appear for PT, that is practice test. After that you appear for UT, that is unit test. After that you appear for MDT, that is module test. After that you appear for MT, that is mock test, and make your preparation rock solid. With this note, let me conclude the session here. Thank you very much. Bye.